About time! Assetto Corsa Evo premiere is starting. Now, where did I leave the popcorn? Today's video is dedicated to the memory of the engineers on the Titanic who, according to the newest data, kept the lights on overall on the ship, saving many lives while giving their own. That's engineers for you. Greetings Romy, you're watching WromWrom, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing and a regular news roundup, our weekly sim racing news. Thanks to all those who come here often, especially those who subscribe, and even more, our patrons. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. They had told us to wait, and we waited. They had told us something big was brewing, and we got glimpses of that. All about Kuno's change of plans for Assetto Corsa Evo and many more news as always from your favorite sim racing channel. Because we are your favorite, right? Right? The developers of Argentinian sim Pista Motorsport have kept very quiet for a long time, but they seemingly were busy working on the sim. While it's not a big update, as far as we know it's a two-person team, it's still better than nothing. This update brings two new cars, the Falcon Sprint and the Chevy Series 2, as well as the Autódromo Toay, a track I know nothing about. New is also the possibility to customize your cars, change the viewpoint, and seemingly they've changed the sound system completely. Also, most cars got much needed physics improvements. WromWrom got a small update fixing issues with Laguna Seca, some graphics, and adding improvements to the AI at Sachsenring and Zhuhai. Wreckfest 2 once again had an update fixing memory leaks, assorted software crashes, fixing more issues around controllers, and especially allowing you to bind buttons on the negative axis so you can, for example, turn right and left. Fnatic got a new website. Well, truth to be told, it looks more like a bit of new paint on the old one, as the texts are mostly the same. They also raised the prices of many of their products, and that not only for US citizens, you know, tariffs and all that, depending on the product. Highly priced products seem to have kept their old prices, but the lower priced products have seen raises. These may very well be Sugar Daddy Corsair trying to make Fnatic profitable all over the place, which is okay, even if it will hurt the one or the other. Also, EU citizens won't pay any transport, and most, if not all, of the wheels have the QR2 light included in the price. Project Motor Racing once again with one drop of information letting us know that TVR Tuscan T400R from 2004 will be part of the sim when it comes out. SimoCube is cooperating with the Alman Esport and Game Studio and offers 2 positions for those who want to be professional sim racers. Until May 14th, you can apply to their 1-year pilot program, which of course includes coaching. You will have to move to Tampere, Finland to be part of the program, by the way. Over the week, BeamNG saw a lot of patches and hotfixes. In fact, I was quite surprised to see that many, including some for the Linux version and even audio fixes. Man, that big release may have been too big. They fixed many conditions in which the software would crash, sometimes even when starting it. The force feedback was reduced to 400 Hz, a lot of fixes and corrections in the graphics of many a car were made, and the floating rocks in Johnson Valley and West Coast now obey the laws of physics. The user interface also got many corrections, one of which should make it easier to use the radial menu in potato computers. The Replay app was completely updated and its style changed slightly. If you like what you see, how about supporting us? A like and a comment to tell the almighty algorithm we are worth watching are a good start. Subscribing is even better, and what really helps us grow is you becoming a patron, as YouTube's income is tiny for a sim racing channels. Patrons get access to exclusive content and are involved in our decision. Help us grow with your support. Help us keep spreading the joy of sim racing. Become a patron today. Let me start by offering my respect to Marco Massaruto, or whoever put the words in the script so that he started his information video with
"We got it wrong."
It's a sign of maturity and respect for your customers to recognize, accept and say it out loud that you got something wrong. Respect for that. Once Kunos recognized their errors, they changed their plans and are revising the roadmap as well as other decisions made in the past. This is absolutely okay by me and part of what being in early access means. This whole change of plans may also be because an old acquaintance of anybody who's had to deal with Kunos is coming back. Stefano Casillo comes back to the company as Chief Technical Officer. He was one of the reasons why the original Assetto Corsa was as good as it was, but also a source of many an unneeded and sometimes unfriendly comment towards the community. We hope H has mellowed his temper but not his technical prowess, as we have enjoyed the latter a lot. In the video, Mazzaruto recognizes the launch was less than ideal and makes clear AC Evo can be played offline. In parts, which was true in the past for sure, but we'll have to see which parts are going to be offline and which online, as the Academy was not usable when offline, but single-player races were. According to him, this will be ensured by a clear separation of offline and online functionalities, for which they are changing part of the user interface. This also means the release of the next update will be pushed back while they are doing those changes. A bummer, but I can live with that. Early access and so on. On the other hand, that belated release will bring more content than was promised for Step 2, as the team will have more time to finish more content. Mazzaruto even teased the release of open wheelers, while a very red open wheeler was visible. Another point Mazzaruto stresses is that they are also going to use the time to make graphics performance better, especially for triple screen and VR users. AI behavior will also be enhanced, which, as we all know, is something AC Evo needs dearly. Because those drivers don't use artificial intelligence but artificial stupidity, if you ask me. Promises, promises. Multiplayer mode is now expected to come at the beginning of summer, whenever that may be. Another thing that will be released sooner will be modding tools, so that mod makers can test, review and offer opinions on them, with the goal of having modding tools working and in place for the 1.0 AC Evo release when full mod support is expected.